Good day, Broncos. Today is October 28th, and welcome to BNN.
On today's show, we visit Snug, a cafe in our downtown that makes a great name for itself.
Next, we check in on the progress of the new stadium.
And finally, we cover our very own Texas State Fair and what makes it a truly special event.
Hi there, I'm Keegan Hayes.
And I'm Josie Cowley, filling in for Jessica Miner today. Halloween is Monday, and it's such a fun part of the fall season. And the best part, dressing up. It's something you just don't want to grow out of.
Yeah, I absolutely love dressing up. It's so much fun. So, I went down to a couple of places to check out this year's favorite fun and scariest costumes. Let's take a look.
Keegan, we're here at Halloween City checking out the cool costumes they have for us to wear for Halloween. I'm an emoji. Bunch of special effects if you want to look like you just got mauled by a killer clown or something like that. You want to look like a pharaoh? They got a pharaoh. There are so many choices here at Halloween City. This is not an advertisement. That's some messed up stuff. Not going in here. I'm struggling. What do you think? Yeah? Cool. Everything's gonna be done with this hat now. This is my hat. They have more decorations. When I press it, it says try me. Snake strike. It doesn't work. Okay. It's motion activated. You know, if you want to scare some kids getting candy. Right here we have a whole zombie set of costumes. Yeah, get away. Assortment of deadly looking weapons. Awesome clowns that, you know, with what's been going on with the killer clowns, if you want to put these around your house, scare away. Maybe make the other ones come. That's not a good idea. I caught it. Like I saw you. You want to look medieval for Halloween? They have an assortment of weapons, helmets, shields, and medieval looking stuff. I'm gonna find a costume to put on. There's so many choices. What do you think about this one?
Right.
Oh my god. Workers just...
Keegan Hayes, BNN. Costumes are so exciting, and it's an absolute treat to see what everyone is dressing up as. But you better not be going out as the Joker without the right makeup. Jessica Miner shows us a couple of fun makeup ideas in her first edition of Beauty Barista.
With Halloween coming up, costumes are definitely a priority. Inspired by the recently released movie Suicide Squad, here's a how-to of the famous duo, the Joker and Harley Quinn. Okay, so the first coat didn't cover too well with the Party City makeup, so we're gonna try and we're gonna do another because he honestly looks like he just got flour thrown in his face. His eyes should be dark reds, grays, and blacks. As for his face, use grays to contour cheeks and dark reds for his lips. Don't be afraid to get a little messy. Now onto the signature green hair. Use a brush and push the hair away from the face as you spray. That finalizes our Joker look. Now onto Harley Quinn. I went ahead and repeated the same white face as the Joker. Her unique makeup has bleeding blue and red on each of the sides of her eyes. Use black to darken her eyes and dark reds for her lips as well. Now for Harley's famous white, red, and blue hair. That's a wrap, Broncos, of a quick and really easy look for the popular Joker and Harley Quinn. I hope you enjoyed. Jessica Miner, BNN.
Keegan, between the Halloween store and being Jessica's makeup model, you seem to really enjoy Halloween.
That's right, I do. But there's no clowning around this year with our Broncos. In the light of the scary clown sightings, Katie White finds out how the Broncos are reacting to the clown invasion.
We are hitting the herd, asking the Broncos how they feel about the uprising of the murder clowns.
It's pretty scary outside. I'm afraid to walk to my car at night.
I think it's half fake and half real, and it's scary. I'm concerned. Like, I'm freaking out.
There's actually only one thing I have to say about this entire situation. They need to quit clowning around.
It's a hoax. I think it's stupid and that it's not true.
I just think some of it is not real, because why would you be like recording in the car?
I think there's a lot of people out there that are just being copycats, okay, just trying to freak people out and scare them.
How do you feel about the uprising of the murder clowns?
They don't bother me until I'll see one.
I don't know. There hasn't been one in McKinney, right? There has been one in McKinney? Well, now I'm a little bit more concerned.
What are they going to do? They're not actually going to kill someone. They're just out there to scare somebody.
Oh, they're a real joke to me.
I feel like murderers have always existed, and I don't feel any different about my safety, so clowns are good.
What about the ones that are stabbing people?
They're probably bad.
Are you worried for your safety?
Absolutely not.
Are you worried for other people's safety?
No. We need to control these clowns. Like, they're out of control.
They need to be taken care of and get kicked out, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not scared of clowns, to be honest, but
What if one tries to murder you?
I would murder it first.
I think I'm very, very thankful that I have Officer King here and Mr. Campos to make sure we're all safe.
Are they going to be your bodyguard when Halloween comes?
Well, of course, look at this. How could they not be our bodyguards?
Whether it's real or faked, everyone around Boyd seems pretty spooked. Katie White, BNN.
Whether you're going out this weekend for a Halloween party or just spending time at home, you might want to check up on the weather forecast. We pass it over to Darius Hart for the latest. Darius?
Thanks, Keegan and Josie. And hello, Broncos. I'm Darius Hart with your spooky weekend weather report. Starting us off Friday is going to be generally sunny throughout the day with a high of 85 and a low of 63. We're finally beginning to get a feel for fall. On Saturday, it's nothing but clear skies and sunshines throughout the day with a high of 85 and a low of 64. Definitely a great day for those Halloween festivities. Sunday is a very special day here for us at BNN as our sports anchor Josie Cowley is turning 16. Happy birthday, Josie. Perfect for that special day, the weather will be nice and sunny with a high of 85 and a low of 64. Halloween is on Monday and it's going to be sunny once again with a high of 84 and a low of 66. Great weather for trick-or-treating or maybe just spending time with your friends. This is your spooky weekend weather report. Back to you, Keegan and Josie.
Thanks, Darius. Man, I really hope the weather stays nice for Halloween.
Yeah, we've had some good weather recently. Hopefully it can stay around.
Even with all the tasty and festive treats we're having for Halloween season, let's not forget about the little places like Snug on the Square, dishing out delicious meals and serving up a warm environment all year round. Weatherman and reporter Darius Hart takes us downtown to find out more about this special little cafe.
Snug on the Square is a cozy, warm coffee house and cafe that specializes in oversized, made-to-order omelets, waffles, breakfast sandwiches, and locally roasted coffee for the morning, and hot sandwiches, salads, and soups for lunch.
I mean, it's more homey than most coffee shops. We do serve food. The square alone, downtown McKinney Square, just has its own feel to it. It's, you know.
Local artists and musicians are featured in this wonderfully eclectic shop that has beautiful hardwood floors, an upstairs loft with couch settings, and an outdoor patio with plenty of comfortable seating.
I like the coziness and the warmth of the place you can come to and think, clear your mind.
Snug on the Square Cafe is without a doubt the go-to shop in downtown McKinney. Stop by and have a delicious mocha and a handcrafted sandwich today. Darius Hart, BNN.
So have you ever been to Snug?
No, I haven't, but after seeing that, I really want to check it out.
Yeah, me too.
Next up, we pass it over to Thomas Zorn for the latest on our Broncos sports teams. Thomas?
Howdy Broncos, I'm Thomas Zorn, filling in for Josie Cowley today. McKinney Boyd has been very busy with lots of teams in action this weekend. Varsity football takes on the 6-2 Eagles of Denton Geyer at Ron Poe tonight at 7:30. We need a lot of support from our Red Nation for our Broncos tonight so we can get another win, and as is also senior night. Volleyball wrapped up their season on Tuesday with a sweep and win against the Wiley Pirates. They had a phenomenal season and will hopefully continue to dominate as they head into playoffs. Good luck, girls. Also, our Lady Broncos golf team will aim to do the same. Coming off a win last week at Tangle Ridge Golf Course, they will tee off today at Bridges Golf Course in search of another trophy. As the golf team tries to keep their great season going, our Broncos tennis team started their regional play yesterday at Abilene High School. They look to continue their great play and make it all the way to state. And to wrap up a week of sports, the Lady Broncos basketball team kicks off their season at PSA in Plano. They look to start off the season on the right foot with a win. As our Broncos continue to enjoy their time in high school athletics, there are many athletes who hope to further their sports careers by taking their game to the collegiate level. I sat down with some Boyd athletes and coaches to understand what it truly takes to play in the NCAA. There are 7.8 million high school student athletes across the nation. However, only a slim 6% or 460,000 actually continue to play at the collegiate level. These athletes often sacrifice their free time and make their practice sites their second homes. In addition to their hard work in their sport, they have to be a role model student to get the recognition of college coaches.
Well, you got to play well first, and then once you talk to them a little bit, they watch your scores and watch your academics and all that good stuff.
How much under the microscope are you during your recruitment?
A lot. They look at all your background, all the stuff you've done, talk to your connections, all that stuff.
Coaches see them through the recruitment process from the start. Once an athlete expresses interest to play at the collegiate level through their signing day, coaches are with them every step of the way.
It depends on what the kid needs from you. Sometimes we'll help them with their recruiting videos because they have to submit those to the coaches. So they may need help with that. They may need us to fill out questionnaires. They may need us to make the initial contact to a coach.
With these Broncos transitioning from high school to collegiate sports, they enter a high-pressured season as they work to get noticed by coaches from various colleges and universities. Thomas Zorn, BNN. Here in McKinney ISD, our athletes enjoy grade A facilities where they compete, train, and practice. And this will continue as construction of the new stadium and conference center are currently underway. Sports producer Josie Cowley checked in with athletic director Sean Pratt to get the scoop on the largest and most expensive high school stadium in the country.
As you may remember, this past May, the citizens of McKinney showed their support for the building of a new 12,000-seat, $69.9 million stadium. With turf fields, brand new locker rooms, a large video board, 2 stories of press boxes, and identical home and away seating, the new stadium will be a great experience for all that visit.
I think this is going to be first class. It's going to be great for our students and great for the people that come in and play or perform there.
Athletic Director Sean Pratt of McKinney ISD was one of the people on the board for the building of the stadium and promoted the many opportunities it will bring to not only MISD but the city of McKinney as well.
There will be, we've had the NAIA already come down here, fly down here and sit and talk to us about possibly hosting their national championship game. There's going to be other events take place there that bring people into McKinney where they're going to stay in hotels and eat at restaurants and shop at stores and bring, revenue into the city. So I think it's going to be a good thing for both the school district and the city.
With the land originally intended for the potential building of another middle school, the new monumental stadium will be located near 121 and Hardin as a neutral site for all 3 high schools.
And as Dr. McDaniel said, and I agree 100% with, we're not going to apologize for building first-class facilities for our students.
As news of the approval for the stadium got out, from Twitter to the New York Times to Jimmy Fallon, it spread rapidly throughout the nation.
It's been fun, right? It's some of the ones like New York Times and LA Times and some of these that write, and they're so far away and they have a little bit of information, but they write this big article and you get to reading through it and you realize they're really writing on this preconceived notion that we live in the middle of Friday Night Lights, like the movie. They think that every community in Texas is like that. And so that part has kind of almost been humorous. You read it and you just got to kind of brush it off and move on because you realize they really have no idea what our community's like.
Since 1962, Ron Post Stadium has been a huge part of football in McKinney, and now the district is excited for a change.
So if you were to drive by the stadium today, you'd see, I drove by there yesterday, about every day I drive by there. There's about 10 really large machines out there moving dirt and doing the grading work that's got to be done before you build.
Though there is no exact date set for the opening of the stadium, they hope to have it completed before the end of next season. Josie Cowley, BNN.
Back to you, Keegan and Josie.
Thanks, Thomas. Well, Broncos, fall is time for Halloween and the State Fair. So if you didn't get a chance to use those free school tickets, not to worry. Marielle Standridge went down to Dallas to share it with you.
Hey guys, today we're at the State Fair. We have 60 tickets. Let's see what we can do. Before you get into all the fun stuff, you have to stop by the coupon stations and pick up your State Fair coupons. We got my game card here. We're gonna go play some games now. Girls, come on. Here at the Texas State Fair, they have a lot of games and other activities for you and whomever you bring along to have a friendly competition. The winner of the game gets a prize that can range anywhere from a small hat to a 4-foot stuffed doll. We decided to try some of these out for you.
That lady got you, number 11. She got you guys by a drop. That was a super...
Luckily for people who don't want to walk, the State Fair has provided these Texas Skyways that go across the whole State Fair. The Texas Skyways are convenient for all ages, and while you're up there you can look at all the fun rides and figure out which one you want to go on next. The rides at the fair are all so much fun and great for anyone, just as long as you make sure you're tall enough. Though all the rides are great, the most famous is the Ferris wheel, also known as the Texas Star. The Texas Star is 212 feet of fun for families and friends alike. Another famous icon of the Texas State Fair is Big Tex, who is 55 feet tall. Crazily enough, he burned down on the morning of October 19th during the 2012 State Fair. He began his reconstruction in 2013 and is now better than ever. He can withstand 100-mile-per-hour winds without any extra wiring. Currently, he is standing tall, welcoming people to the State Fair with his famous howdy. We're all out of tickets, let's call it a wrap. Marielle Standridge, BNN.
So, did you get to go to the State Fair?
Yeah, I did. I rode a lot of rides and played a lot of games, but it was my first time ever going.
Really? This is like the first time in years I haven't gone.
Wow. Thanks so much for watching and have a safe and fun Halloween. Be sure to stay tuned for the next episode of BNN when we check out one of our favorite places on the square, Cadillac Pizza.
And then, meet a Bronco who has piloted his first flight and we explore the water bottle flipping phenomenon. Also, we will have a new president by the next show, so stay tuned for those results.
And remember, news is always stampeding through the halls of Boyd, and BNN has it covered. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Bronco News Network or on Twitter and Snapchat at Boyd_BNN. Have a great weekend, and happy birthday, Josie.
Thank you.
With Halloween fever upon us, it's important to remember to stay safe on this fun holiday.
Kids of all ages love to trick-or-treat. Here's Officer King with some tips to be mindful of while you're out and about.
My biggest thing I would think is wear something visible. Younger kids, probably like a glow stick or chem stick as we would call it, something that would glow, or some type of maybe like a blinking light that some runners use or something like that. And of course on the candy, don't eat anything that's not pre-wrapped.
Along with some general safety tips, there's a more specific threat that people need to be aware of this Halloween, which is the clown crisis.
Overall safety, just like anything else. I mean, if you come across anyone that is in some type of costume or something of that nature and they just aren't acting quite like you would think they should, or if they're acting aggressive towards you, try to move away from them, stay away from them as quickly as you can.
Halloween is a fantastic holiday, and we hope everybody has fun, but most importantly, stays safe. That's all, Broncos. Josh Wood, BNN.